Today, I'm going to be showing you 30 myths you should avoid in GTA 5. Some of these are terrifying. Myth number 1, if you come over to this tower at Rebel Radio and then shoot around it, you will actually hear a Morse code. This is Rebel Radio, this is the location by the way, and all you need to do is stand next to the tower, and the moment you make any sort of sound, such as shooting, you will actually hear Morse code from the tower. That is the weirdest sound ever. I have no idea what it means. If you guys can crack Morse code, give it a go. But do you hear that weird alien signal? Oh, that's so creepy. What could it possibly be? A few years ago, players discovered a really scary myth which only happens with the jerry can. And if you pour the jerry can just like this in 2 circles, I'm gonna make this one all the way around. Wait, we'll have to speed this one up, guys. And this is the first circle. And then all you need to do is make another circle, but this time, keep it like a meter away from the first circle and draw this one straight around the other circle. Players have done this in the past and speculated that this is how you summon ghosts. Some people have actually claimed to have seen ghosts and heard scary noises. And then the moment you start shooting them, they will actually connect up and create this really creepy sort of effect where they start crossing over. Some people even speculate that this is how you summon the devil in GTA 5. This next myth is down in the sewers, but before I go down there, I need to show you something important. I'm going into the Grand Theft Auto files, because trust me, there is a really scary thing in here. Inside the actual game files is this file, which says Sewer Gator. And if you listen to the file, there are 4 different audios. There is this one, this one, this one, and this one. This could mean only one thing. There is a genuine monster down in the sewers. That sounds like a monster and is literally called the Sewer Gator. And there is a genuine location where when you go down into the sewers, you can actually hear the Sewer Gator. This actually exists. As you go down into the sewers, pay close attention to what you see on the ground, because there's a bunch of these like pipes which have these scratches on the ground. I mean, these are definitely scratches. It looks like some giant claws have just clawed at the mud. Anyway, if you stand next to these pipes, you will begin to hear those noises from the Sewer Gator. Did you hear that? I told you guys, it actually exists in GTA. We believe there is a monster in the swamp, right outside the military base. This murky area, there is a monster living here, and a few players have actually claimed to have seen it. However, getting close to this monster is almost impossible. I don't think anyone has actually encountered it in the sense where it's taken them out. As I aim in, we've got heat vision enabled, and you can see every single animal in the swamp. But the more you look, the more you'll realize there's some pretty strange things going on. Because it keeps its distance, it will never get too close to you, but you should eventually see something pop out in the heat vision. Hold on a second. What is that? Have I just found it? Oh my days. I literally have no idea what animal that is. That does not look like an animal in GTA 5. And then check this out. If I disappear and then try and get close to it, it would not be there. Come on, please be there. Please be there. Imagine if this is the first time we actually encounter the swamp monster. Could you imagine that? Oh no, it's not here anymore. It's completely disappeared. Ah, man, look at this, guys. There is literally nothing here. But if I zoom in again, what is that? I reckon that's a bird. I mean, there's just so many birds here, but if you look very carefully, hidden amongst them will be the swamp monster. You guys won't want to avoid this myth, but Michael definitely will, because did you know Tracy isn't actually Michael's daughter? I know, this is crazy. If you take a look at Tracy at first glance, you will just think that, oh, maybe she dyed her hair blonde, because, you know, Michael's got black hair, Amanda's got black hair. The chances of having a daughter with blonde hair, pretty slim. Neither of Michael's grandparents have blonde hair. I mean, his dad's bald, so that doesn't count. But Tracy still has blonde hair even when she's a kid. It doesn't end there. See, she's really young there, and she's still got blonde hair. I know what you're thinking. Does this really prove anything? Maybe they made a slip up. Well, let me show you guys something else. Amanda has blue eyes. Tracy has the same eyes as Amanda, and so does Jimmy. They all have blue eyes. Michael has green eyes. I'm not even kidding. You can see them right here. They're green. This is where it gets even crazier. Amanda admits in the storyline that she gets pregnant with Tracy just after she meets Michael. Before that, she was known to, date Brad. I'm not even kidding. You know the guy in Prologue who died in the first mission? That guy.
Your friend.
Trevor?
No, the other guy. But then you came on so strong. All that charm, all that talk, and now look at us. 2 kids, 1,000,000 lies, and a near divorce later. I love you.
What color hair does Brad have? Oh, he's got blonde hair. What color are his eyes? Exactly the same color as Amanda's. Let's just not tell Michael about this secret. Oh boy. I'm trying to overtake Dwayne The Rock Johnson in subscribers. If you're enjoying the video so far, subscribe now and help us overtake The Rock. This is one of the creepiest houses in GTA 5. If you go over to the location, it's like literally right here, and then check out the windows at nighttime, you will literally see blood on the windows. But it gets even creepier. If you start shooting at the windows, are you seeing that, guys? There's literally blood coming out of the windows. Like, I don't understand why this happens, but it does. Go to this house and give it a go. If you phone up Trevor and Michael and hang out with both characters and then take them to the mine shaft, something terrifying can happen. Gentlemen, welcome to the mine shaft. There's too many scary things that happen in here. I'm sure you guys are way too familiar with what can go on. But today, I'm gonna show you something even scarier. Watch out, guys. There is a grenade next to the doors, okay? Don't go near them. Oh my days. I'm actually going inside. Wait, where's Trevor? Trevor, you're coming inside, buddy. You are not... Come on, man. You're coming in. Monsters actually eat the other players you're with. Stop leaving me, Trevor. Come here. Trevor really doesn't want to come down here. Oh, my days. I have a feeling he's going to be eaten by a monster first. Wait, hold on, dude. I think I can see him. Oh, my days. Yo, he's not even in the mine shaft anymore. He's on the road. I genuinely need to see where he's gone. Trevor, see what I mean? Really weird things happen. They don't want to go in here for a reason. I'm placing you back down here, Trevor. What the? Trevor, what are you... See what I mean? Terrifying. It gets even scarier than this because the deeper you go, the weirder things happen. Wait, return to Trevor. Trevor, please tell me you have not just vanished again, buddy. Trevor was abandoned? Are you kidding me? Trevor was not abandoned. He was literally next to Michael the entire time. See what I mean? If you go down here with the characters, they will just disappear on you. You might remember this location from story mode. You know, you blow up the house and it just turns into a pile of rubble. Well, if you explore this house in the middle of the night, people have actually heard babies crying. Like, properly screaming. I'm gonna leave you guys to this one. If you hear the baby scream, let me know in the comments. Speaking of screaming, at this location between the hours of 11 p.m. and midnight, a ghost will spawn on top of the cliff. There is the ghost up there. Oh my days, you are terrifying. This ghost will disappear if you get too close to it, but if you stand down here at the campsite, you can actually hear a recording of the woman screaming as she was pushed off the cliff. It gets even creepier. She will begin whispering in your ear. Take a listen. That was the whisper. And that was the scream. There is a natural disaster happening to the globe right now. Right outside the observatory is this cliff edge. And on the cliff is a bunch of litter. It looks like it's been washed up on this hillside. And that's because it has. Check it out. There's just cans. There's burger wraps. Oh my days. There's half tires. Dude, it goes all the way down here. There is so much litter. Like, it is so unnatural for this game. You do not find litter like this anywhere else. To make it even stranger, there is a piece of sea coral on the cliff side. This is here on every single platform you play GTA 5 on, which is crazy. Another hint that this was once underwater. I'm in Sandy Shores, and the photo is in this barber store. Right behind the first aid kit is the first photo you will ever see of a tsunami literally sweeping through Los Santos. It's crazy. Wow, that's a big wave. And to prove this even more, there is a world map right next to it. And if you pay close attention, you'll realize there's tsunamis happening all across the globe. California is experiencing a massive heat wave. Brazil is basically underwater. And even the UK is like a quarter underwater. Like, this is crazy. There are tsunamis everywhere. And this world map actually makes sense because if you go on your phone and check out the internet and then type in Alamo, click on visit the Alamo Sea, it will tell you the weather is still the same. 125 degrees Fahrenheit. Moderate to severe threat of earthquakes. That is extremely hot. I'm telling you now, you do not want to go to this location. This is the Outrus camp. And inside are a bunch of really crazy characters who will happily just sacrifice you, basically. Underneath their camp is this secret cave, and I don't like hanging about in this cave because this is a sacrifice cave. If you spend too long in here, the Outrus guys might actually come for you. According to a couple of people, it's happened to them. Check out this cave. There is literally a ram's head in here, dude. Looks like they sacrificed an animal already, but inside is the sun. There's another sun. There's the sunrise, and there's also the sunset. These guys literally worship everything to do with the sun, and they will sacrifice people and animals in order to get more of it. How crazy is that? Inside Lester's house are a bunch of really scary Easter eggs and myths. If you go inside, you'll realize you're surrounded by basically too much information. Locked doors to random stickers to just random things Lester owns. But if you explore the house even more, you'll realize there's an even deeper meaning to some of this stuff. There is a box which literally says zombie outbreaks. Lester knows something which we don't. There is an entire mystery into actually making a zombie outbreak happen in GTA 5. Inside this dumpster are bags of infectious waste. What else could that possibly be? It's literally got blood on the bags. If this doesn't remind you of a zombie apocalypse, I don't know what does. That's just one of the myths you should avoid. But there's another one down here on the newspapers, because there's a bunch of caves around GTA 5, and Lester genuinely believes this is where aliens live. And you can actually find alien parts in all of these caves. But look at this newspaper. Explorer discovers the Cry Cave, and he's drawn a UFO on the paper as if it's flying into the cave. And in this cave, you can actually find actual UFO parts, which are part of a side quest. But many people have been in here and experienced some pretty abnormal things, such as aliens visiting them, random glows from the water, and even UFOs appearing in the sky. I am yet to encounter this stuff, but if you guys want to have some fun and aren't scared too easily, then spend the night here and see what happens. If you're still watching, press like on the video below. Let's see if we can get this to 100,000 likes. This next one is really creepy. I'm over here and I'm inside this like abandoned warehouse. And if you look through some of these garage doors, you will notice there is literally a snowman in there looking right back at you. I have no idea why this snowman is here, and it is one of the creepiest Easter eggs I've ever seen. This is one of the first myths I ever found out about this game, and it is so weird and scary. This house, according to myth, once believed to someone who wasn't too nice to people in real life. There's one person barbecuing. Perfect. Now, he might look like he's just barbecuing. Maybe he's the owner of this place, but if you run into them, they will literally die. Look at that guy. I literally just killed him, dude. All I did was run into him, and now these two people are terrified. I'm coming back here again. I want to show you this definitely happens. Check out these two people. Bye. Sorry. Literally just killed them both, and I ran into them. I don't understand. Nowhere else is like this. Rumor has it, this house once belonged to Charles Manson, and if you know anything about that guy, you'll know he wasn't a nice person. Michael had a dog, and this is a photo of him. He looks adorable. You know, it's a lovely Labrador, happy, smiling. He's got a photo. Tracy's got a photo, and you know, it was part of the family. Do I need to state the obvious? Michael's dog isn't here anymore. Where did the dog go? Well, that's the question which I'm about to answer, and you're going to want to avoid this myth if you don't like heartbreak. There are two possibilities. The dog ran away or the dog was abandoned. I'm pretty convinced Michael abandoned the dog because the dog can be found in GTA 5, but only in one location, and that's really far away. The furthest point you can possibly get from Michael's house. I'm 110% convinced this is Michael's dog. There's too many similarities for it not to be, and there's countless videos online which prove it's Michael's dog. It's not just me who thinks this. Anyway, you're gonna want to go to the most northern point of the map on this beach, and as you go along here, you will find a dog. And if you're lucky, in the evening, it will be Michael's dog. There it is. And the dog will run all the way along the coastline and then walk over here and sit down over where the umbrellas are. And there's no one there. There's not even an owner. This dog literally has no owner. It is one of the only dogs in the game which has no owner. He won't stop looking at me as well. Like, this is an ownerless dog in the furthest point from Michael's house. Looks exactly the same, and he won't stop looking at me. For almost a decade, players have encountered really scary noises down here. From sea monster whales to Morse code to clicking and even eyes looking back at them. I'm not even kidding. This image is what players believe is the Kraken in GTA 5. The two bright dots are meant to be its eyes. And this makes a lot of sense considering at the bottom of the ocean are giant sea monster skeletons. Could you imagine if someone actually encountered a real-life version of this monster? First of all, they would not survive. And second of all, it would be massive. I'm going to prove to you that this myth can actually be done, but you're going to want to avoid it because it's not very fun for the characters. Michael is on the end of that pier. Check him out. He's just chilling, enjoying life, probably looking at the lovely view. Franklin, on the other hand, is here. Michael, what's up? So I'm going to leave Michael here, and Franklin, on the other hand, he's going to go into the ocean. I'm going to sail Franklin really far out into the ocean, but far far enough that I can still see Michael DeSanta. So let's go. So it's definitely deep underneath us, but you know, so we definitely can't swim back to shore. Oh man, why am I doing this? This is crazy. Yep, this is definitely far enough for now. I'm gonna leave Franklin right here, and I'm getting him out of the boat. Now I'm in the water. You can actually switch back to any other character. In this case, I'm gonna go straight to Michael. I can see Franklin's boat, and Franklin is still in the ocean. Where is he? I know you're there, buddy. He's literally swimming around. He's stranded. Let's get a closer look at him. There he is, guys. I've left him stranded in the ocean. And to the elements, the players don't do anything. They will just swim forever. It's so weird until sharks surround him and eventually he drowns. So, I mean, it's fun if you just want to mess around with the characters, but oh my days, he literally just died. No. Well, that's what happens if you strand the characters in the middle of the ocean. You can have endless fun with these water hydrants. But one thing I would never recommend doing is going into one whilst holding a sticky bomb, because this happens. You die. I don't know why, but it kills you. Did you know the moon changes in GTA 5? Right now, it's a very slim crescent moon, but as the days go on, it will keep growing and growing and growing. Right now, it is a half moon. A couple more days in, and we're almost at a full moon. I think we're 1 day away now. That looks like a full moon to me. I'm telling you this because some pretty weird things happen when it's a full moon in GTA. I'm at this camp, which I'm sure many of you have seen if you played this game. These people will worship the full moon, and you only have to listen to some of their conversations. They literally admit it themselves. But whenever there's a full moon in any site where there's aliens, these guys will be doing yoga, and it has to be in the middle of the night, exactly midnight. Full moon in the sky, and this is one of the locations you'll find them. It is an abandoned water tank, but if you climb up the ladder, check this out, and there they are. They're doing yoga in the most random place of all places. This only happens when there's a full moon in the sky. How crazy is that? A few players have encountered a mysterious liquid leaking from the humane labs. I have a feeling it's to do with the aliens they keep inside there, or whatever it is. They definitely keep some secret things in there. These are some photos of what they caught. It's literally a green glow underwater. Unfortunately, I've never seen this myself, but if you take a look at what's actually under the water, there is this pipe which leaks out on both sides. It's the only thing down here. The only answer is occasionally, every now and then, it will leak this green stuff, and I have no idea what it is, but it's definitely got something to do with what they're doing inside the humane labs. If you see a green glow, let me know in the comments and tell me how you did it. Michael is dead. We took him out at the end of campaign. As you can see, he can't be accessed anymore. For the longest time, we have been searching his house looking for ghosts. Check out some of the videos I did on my channel. I literally saw sightings. I saw them in the window. I could hear noises, and this happens at 3 a.m. outside Michael's house. Only if you kill Michael at the end. Let me show you something even scarier. The next myth. This is what happens when you take out Trevor and go to his house. There have been so many sightings of Trevor's ghost in this window. In fact, this is probably much scarier than Michael's ghost. I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty confident I have seen Trevor's face in that window before. This is the perfect time to go, and many people say that if you go when it's foggy, you have a better chance of finding Trevor's ghost. Ron isn't too happy with you, by the way. He'll still be hanging out here, and he won't speak to you. And if he does, it won't be very nice, so you're gonna have to watch out for him. Welcome to the motel. Inside are a bunch of rooms filled with random people and abandoned items. But many people have come here and heard scary noises and even clowns. When this was first discovered, so many players just wrote off the motel. They did not want to go here because, I'm not gonna lie, clowns can be pretty scary, and they can be seen in any of these rooms. Some of them might even attack you. Afternoon, gentlemen. I'm gonna have a quick stroll around this motel and see if I can spot any clowns. I don't think you have to come here at any certain time, so I decided to come here when it's oh my days, this what are you doing in here? Jeez, there is a giant boar. Are you kidding me? See what I mean? You'll find, oh my, you're still in there. Why are you go? Oh my days. Okay, I don't think we're finding any clowns today, but you guys get the idea. It's a pretty scary place. Go here if you dare. For these next myths, I'm hanging out with Chop because there's a couple of things you really need to know. Chop has a ball. This is the ball. He will play fetch. Chop will more than happily bring the ball back to you. Come on, boy. Bring me the ball. Bring me the ball. Oh, you're a good dog. Oh, yeah. You're a good dog. But whatever you do, don't throw smoke grenades like these because Chop will actually chase them. Oh my days. And more importantly, do not throw grenades. Do I really need to explain what happens if you throw a grenade? Chop will literally get it and he will die. And believe it or not, Chop will actually attack Lamar if you tell him to. Go on, boy, go get him. Oh my days, dude. Don't do this. Please just avoid these ones. They're myths and they're real. Avoid them. I'm sorry, Lamar. I'll make it up to you. Who's a good boy? Not you. But one thing you should never do is let Chop get in the sea. Because if he does, he will die. He can't swim. It might look like he doesn't care about the ocean too much, but believe me, he does. Go on, Chop. Go get the bull. Oh my days. Oh, we almost got washed up. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna do it again. Go on, boy. Go on. Go get the bull. Go get the bull. Go get the bull. No? All right, that's cool. See, he won't even get the bull and it's literally right here. Let me throw it over there. Chop was killed. He literally drowned. Yeah, don't hang around in the water with him, guys. He won't last. For this next myth, do not stalk Franklin. Trust me. There he is over there. Franklin's hanging out and he's on his phone. I'm gonna go over to him and say hello and then just reject any offer to go out for a drink.
Hey, Mike, you stalking me or what?
I am stalking you, Franklin.
Wanna grab a drink or something?
And I don't want to grab a drink. I'm gonna have to decline.
No, I can't right now, Frankie.
As you wish, man. See you later.
So now I've declined the invitation. Franklin's gonna go off and do his own thing. But if you stalk him and stay close enough, you won't believe what happens. And trust me, you don't want to do this yourself. It might take a minute or so. So we're gonna speed up the whole thing.
You acting like a creepy ass stalker now, man.
Now Franklin is talking to me. He's literally telling me to stop stalking him and that he's getting a bad feeling about this.
As for this big guy.
Oh my days! And that happens, guys. He literally turns around and knocks Michael out. So don't stalk Franklin. But I'm now going to show you what happens if you stalk Michael, because I think that's even better.
Are you following me, kid?
I am following you, Michael. Have you got a problem with that or something? Oh, I love doing this. Oh, here we go.
Choice, funny guy.
Same thing. Literally same thing. But he knocks Franklin out. And he calls me a funny guy, which, you know what? I'll take it. So that's what happens. There is a grave on top of this mountain. It's completely DIY and someone put this here. Who is buried inside that grave? Let me tell you. Because right across the mountain is this lighthouse isolated in the middle of nowhere. Inside the house lives a woman called Ursula, who you can actually meet in GTA 5. Some of the other characters can also have dates with Ursula. She doesn't really have a specific character she enjoys going out with. But there she is. She looks like a hiker and she's got a red backpack. Come on, Ursula, get in my car. Now, to any normal person, she might seem normal. However, her house is located over there, the abandoned one in the middle of nowhere. And she'll tell you some pretty crazy things. How she didn't like her mother, the person in that grave. According to the stuff Ursula tells you, it literally sounds like she was the reason why her mom is in that grave. And some of the stories literally cannot be repeated. You have to do this yourself. What's even better is Trevor knows this. He knows this woman has some secret about her, which isn't the best. Now, most people would go straight to the location, enjoy the night. But I don't want to go to her house. I'm taking her somewhere else, somewhere where Rockstar don't actually tell you to go to. If it's the first time you meet her, before you take her home, you can sacrifice her at the Outrest camp. Because this isn't the first time, I can't sacrifice her. That kind of sucks. So instead, we're just going to enjoy the date. But this lady is crazy, and I would recommend avoiding her at all costs. There's too many myths surrounding her, and the only person who knows this is Trevor Phillips. There is an abandoned house off the road in Sandy Shores. This is the house. It's totally abandoned, and it looks like it was even burnt down. There's furniture, wrecked cars on the outside. There is no one living here. Not a single NPC. And you can even go into the back room of the place. There is no other house quite like it. And players have come here and experienced the house actually on fire. They have even heard noises, such as screaming. This is one location I wouldn't recommend spending the night at. There's just too many scary things about this house, and I can even look through that top window. That's more than 30 myths you should avoid in GTA 5. If you enjoyed the episode, smash like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know your favorite myth in the comments below. But thanks for watching. My name is Nought, and until next time, stay awesome.